Hey everyone, and welcome to a new channel update. It's March 2021 and I have no idea where January or February went. There's not been too much going on, I've just been kind of plugged away with the content. We've played Manhunt and we're about a third of the way through Nox. Feels good to be doing some games that I promised in the last update, and I think I learned from what's been going on. Although I've not learned completely, because vis-a-vis Phasmophobia and Unfortunate Spacemen, I honestly thought we'd be playing a lot more of that with the group that I'm with, but we've been kind of flip-flopping between games. We've been playing a bit of Dead by Daylight and a lot of Vermintide, which I've not been recording because that's mostly just to relax. Yeah, I've got stuff, but it feels like I don't have enough of any particular thing to release it, so I still don't really know what I'm going to do with that. That's kind of just emergency content, which I'll put it up sometime. If you guys really want to see any of that, just leave a comment and I can put a rush on it. But yeah, other than that, things are fairly well going to plan. I got several things in the Steam Christmas sale, which seems like an age ago now already. But what I really want to talk about is Quake 4. I said when I played Quake 2 that if I could get Quake 4 for reasonably cheap, I would get it and LP it. I got it for reasonably cheap, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. It's going to be effectively blind. I think I played like the first half an hour on Xbox like 4 years ago, probably more. But that was mostly because the disc was really cheap and it came with Quake 2 on it, which is what I was actually interested in. So we're going to have a blind LP of that at some point. I think that's going to be the first thing after Nox. But we'll see where things take us. I've also been playing a little bit of Bullets Per Minute, which is a roguelike rhythm shooter, which is ridiculously hard at times, but it's amazing. I love it. Never played that before, so it's totally blind as well, so I've been recording that for your benefit. That might be before Quake. We'll see. Might put it up alongside, just as a side series. Maybe we'll bring back Roguelike Fridays. I also picked up a couple of other games which were highly recommended to me, Hades and Deathspank. Hades is a fairly recent roguelike, I think pretty much everyone's heard of it by now. Deathspank I had never heard of. I got recommended that by Amy a while back. I looked at the trailer, laughed my ass off, and have since forgotten about it, but I remember that it seemed amazing. So I'm going to be playing them at some point. Those are sort of further out into the future. I'm also wanting to do Portal, because it has been on my list for ages, and it's been a long ass time since I've played that, so I think I've kind of forgotten most of the puzzles. I also did Portal 2, the co-op campaign with Amy, so that's been sitting on my hard drive, and I want to get that out and do Portal 2 solo as well, so there's no danger of any shortage of content in the meantime. But the problem is just getting enough time to upload it all. I'm still working on creating a backlog. Maybe if I can get that up to quite a decent amount and I can keep up my workflow, then we can start getting some days with 2 videos a day. We'll see. That's not a promise, definitely not a promise, but that's kind of what I'm aiming towards. Also, speaking of extra content, you may have noticed I've not been on Twitch the last couple of weeks. I had some pretty major teething issues when I was first doing that. I did get a couple of streams in with XCOM and things did work, but like the first one, I don't know if it's just the VOD or if going out live it didn't have sound, so I had to fiddle with that. The second one was having frame rate issues, and it's been kind of a mess, to be honest. I've been learning a lot. There's a lot which you have to fiddle with and make work, and I think maybe I know what I'm doing now. Famous last words. But I think I'm going to start off a bit easier, so I'm going to still be doing Fridays and Saturdays at 7. And I think I'm going to be playing something like Slay the Spire or Darkest Dungeon. You know, something a bit simpler, something easier on system so that I can concentrate on making sure the stream works. And then maybe we'll go back to XCOM if everything's working, which it should be. I think my CPU is the bottleneck from what I've been told by various people, which is odd. It works fine for rendering, works fine for recording, but, you know, evidently streaming is a completely different beast. But, you know, the internet is magic to me. I don't really understand how it works. I know some of the words, but fuck it. Sometimes you just gotta have a little magic in your life. It's like gearboxes. We all know what they do. How they work, though? I don't know. As long as it keeps working and doesn't start grinding. should be okay. Same with the internet, as long as that doesn't make a rusty grinding noise, I think we'll be okay. So what else? Off cam, I've been playing a couple of new games. I recently finished the campaign of Sniper Elite 4. I would definitely recommend that if you liked the other games. I sort of skip over Sniper Elite 1 because I remember that being kind of meh. 2 was good. 3 I enjoyed. I played that co-op with Amy a while back. That was a lot of fun. And 4 just... it feels different but the same at the same time. It's got these big wide open maps which are really cool to just wander around. And there's a lot of scope for going... oh god, scope. I didn't even mean that. There's a lot of opportunity to either just go loud or to sneak around proper commando style, and I think doing it stealthily is super fun. That's mostly what I did. Although I did play it on hard, and as long as you didn't get into a stand-up fight, it was reasonably easy, even when you weren't being particularly careful. Because when you start sniping, the enemies take cover rather than just advancing. When you get into actual combat, you're pretty squishy, but that's the way it should be. Anyway, recommend that. That was good fun. The other thing I'll be playing is The Surge. That's a fairly old now. Well, maybe not fairly old. I think it was 2015-ish. Not sure. This is Souls-like, but sci-fi. I've been addicted to that. That game is freaking amazing. At first I was trying to record a bit of it because it was that good, and I really want to have a blind LP of it, but honestly it's one of those games where I think I'll do a better LP when I actually know what I'm doing, and there's it's not that there's a lot to think about, but the combat's slightly more complicated than Dark Souls, and there's a lot to pay attention to, and it's pretty fast paced, so my brain, I don't think I could talk and play that and record it all at the same time, so if you see that for cheap, definitely pick it up if you like Souls. Speaking of Souls, I've also been meaning to do Dark Souls 2 on the channel. I'm not going to promise that anytime soon. That is definitely on the list also, but the list is way longer. Like every month I'm like, yeah, I want to do this and this and this, and then I realise that's like 6 months worth of content. And I really shouldn't be talking about it in this update video, but I just did, so it's not much I can do about it. Now, I am super excited to report the channel has been growing lately. We've been getting in some more subs, some new views, more watch time, and I'm super stoked about that. It felt like it was kind of stagnating for a while, and I appreciate you guys who've stuck around, and I appreciate you guys who are new. And it's been a while since we've done one of these, but we've got to 53,596 views, 4.6 thousand watch hours, and we're at 119 subs, and holy crap, I can't believe it! Like I say every time, if you'd said that to me a year ago, I'd have been like, no. No chance. And I just want to say that I really appreciate all you guys watching and commenting and just generally being there. This is why I do this. It seems like you guys enjoyed Manhunt. That's been getting a bit of traction. It's a shame I don't have Manhunt 2. I'd really like to play that, both to record it and just in general, because I've never played it before. But that seems to be pretty well impossible to do. I just don't know if you can buy it anywhere. I don't think you can. Nowhere it doesn't seem like a slightly dodgy site anyway. And Nox a bit less so, but I'm not really surprised. That's a 20-year-old Westwood RPG. You hear Westwood, you think CNC, so whatever, fair enough. I get that a lot of you guys would see it. I think it's a great game. I think it's held up really well, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. So that's about it. Things are trundling along. We're doing well, and we're staying healthy. And with any luck, things will continue in that vein. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I know things are looking like they might start to open up again, but stay careful nonetheless. This thing is not over yet. It's getting better, but we saw last summer that if we don't take it seriously in the months and potentially years to come, it's just going to come back. So keep wearing masks, keep washing your hands, and keep being sensible. So as usual, thanks for watching. Be sure to share and sub. Check me out on Twitch, check out the next video, and I'll see you all next time. See you then.